When I was 17, 18, working in Evanston at the Showcase Theater and going to Northwestern in the mornings, I did sound and played a little bit part in Trip to Bountiful with Kim Stanley and Lillian Gish.
That was Eva Marie Saint's role, right?
I watched Kim every night, watched her every night. It was so startling, some of the things that she did, nobody had ever done before. I'd never seen acting like that, you know, just totally mind-blowing.
What a combination, those two.
They were the originals, yeah.
Wow. Kim Stanley
Yeah, the producer, this actress named Hope Summers, who had this Showcase Theater, got them to come out right after the Broadway run. Yeah.
I was a vaudevillian, as you know, and I would be on the bill with 3 shows a day, sometimes only 2. And when I was a little kid, I played on the bill with Fanny Bryce and Sophie Tucker. His mother said, "You can't watch that." I used to stand in the wings and watch everything. She said, "Not this." She said, "She sings songs that are, well, June, no, you can't watch that." And so I sneaked down in the orchestra pit and watched it from there.
I had played a small role in Elizabeth and Essex, and Alfred Lunt liked my work, and Mrs. Lunt, who was Lynn Fontaine, liked the performance very much. And they were wonderful people to work with. I used to stand in the wings and watch both of them. I learned more about acting watching the 2 of them because they were great listeners. And you could see every word, every gesture was very well thought out.
I went many times to see The Visit. And I'd go in a matinee and I'd get the seat, the farthest seat, stage left, all the way over so I could watch Miss Fontaine make her entrance. And this old woman on a stick would come creeping out into the wings with somebody helping her. And as it came time for her to go on, this straightened up like a black swan on the Serpentine and sailed on the stage as Clara Zakanassian, and that was thrilling.
I stood in the wings all the time. That's how I learned, because I'd never had any experience at all with Broadway. So I learned by standing in the wings and watching all of them, the greats. The first one was Ethel Merman, and I couldn't understand how powerful this force was, you know, and that voice that was just out there, you know, it was just amazing. So I learned that way.
We were in IRMA La Douce at the Plymouth Theater, and the Plymouth Theater and the Broadhurst Theater backstage had a common door. And of course, you're not allowed, but these common doors where there'd be Fiorello, which is one of my favorite, and I had about 20 minutes or more in between cues, and I could go sneak into and stand in the wings of the Broadhurst, always when Pat Stanley was doing I Love a Cop. And I would just be there. And Tom, we didn't know one another then, but he recognized some guy dressed as a French street person was always standing in the wings watching.
When I did 110 in the Shade, I basically learned everything about acting at that time from watching Inga Swenson in the wings every night, because she was staggering what she would do.